Hey traders, it's 55 minutes past 1 p.m. here in Brisbane on Thursday, the 11th of January, and I wanted to update you on my multiple fights with the Japanese yen. So these matches didn't take long to start. They were basically a couple of hours after I released the fight card video. So if you want to be notified of a new fight card video, make sure to hit the notification bell so you won't miss the fight. But let's take a look at what happened here. So first of all, let's go with Euro Yen because this one was the first one on the fight card and my favorite. So first of all, on Euro Yen, we already got our points win, so looking great. It's a bit of a pullback going on here. We'll take a look at the lower time frame, but I'm looking for my second position to go to the knockout area. So let's drill down into the lower time frame and take a look at what happened. So I'm going to start here with the 1 hour. And when I did the fight card video, we were sitting around here, around this candle. As you can see, we pulled back into the averages and came back up again. So we were touching that area, and I want to drill into the 15 minutes to see what was going on around there. So on the 15 minutes, we can see we do have a clear movement around that area. We keep on pushing. This is a candle that basically went slightly above the level and then pull back. And as you can see, we basically pull back into this area. There's a couple of rejection candles that the market broke higher, pull back into it and back up again. So I've started striking on this candle above this level. So I mark that there's a bit of rejection, rejection, rejection. It's a lower time frame, but still you can see the power that comes up with this move. Then we pull back to test this level from above and off we go. So all I was looking for is a reason to start striking. It looked ready and set and ripe to attack this level, and that's why I identified those offense area, but I still need to see a good reason to time my striking so I can start the fight. So I really love Euro Yen, and let's go into the 4 hours. So originally my defense line was sitting at this swing low, but as this market progressing quite nicely, I am happy to move my defense line. And look, there's a couple of areas that I can do that for. So first of all, I can be underneath these spikes and underneath this big 4 hours drive bar. It's a strong area. It's just above my offense area. And after locking in first position on the point swing, I can go either here or I can drill a little bit down into the lower time frame. You can see there's a bit of consolidation here, and I can be just shy of this point swing area. Let me just mark this area. So if I'm looking at being just underneath that big strong drive bar, let's see how it looks like on the 4 hours. You can see that we're sitting underneath these spikes as well. The alternative is also to move the defense line just underneath the point swing. So either way, it looks in a winning fight. So the next in line was CAD yen. So let's have a look. So CAD yen also moved, but we can see there's a little bit of a struggle here at the top. So first of all, let's have a look at the reason for the striking and why I also liked this one as well, despite the higher time frame. I'm happy with this move, but I'm playing this one a little bit more cautious. So when we take a look at what happened here, we came out, we pinged that area and we pulled back from it. So let's take a look at what happened around this high. So drilling down into the 15 minutes and let's have a look. And as you can see, there's a couple of touches where this area right here, there's this touch and another touch here. So I was happy to see this market going above this area and breaking it through. And to be a bit more careful, I had my entry just at the previous swing high. As you can see, with this candle, the match has started. Then again, pull back into that area, but once again, testing that breakout level. It is on the lower time frame and continued higher, pull back again, tested the striking area and kept on going higher. So far it looks good. However, if we'll take a look here on the 1 hour and what happens here, it starts to struggle around the 109. There's a couple of things about CAD yen. So if we'll go back into the daily, if it fails from here, if it's unable to make another higher high, it wouldn't look good from the daily chart. We do have very nice convergence here on the momentum indicators to the upside. So once again, two options with this one. Either to be a bit more aggressive, lock in some points win on this one and put the difference line underneath this level. You can see there's also the touch on this one as well. These two candles right around here. We're sitting pretty close to that area. The other option is to move the difference line just underneath this strong drive bar. So just underneath this 4 hours drive bar. It's also going to be underneath these touches as well, and this one. So two options. If the difference lines is sitting here, that will be a draw. However, if the difference line is moved here, it's a higher probability of getting pinged, but it would also lock in some points win. Next one is pound yen. So let's have a look. So when we take a look here on pound yen, it's a little bit different from the striking area because this one had a bit of a wasted momentum. However, if we take a look here on the daily, we can see that it was also quite ripe and ready to go. I like this scenario a lot. And as I mentioned, I love the fact that we also consolidating just at the area that pushed to a higher high. If we're breaking this area, there's a high likelihood for the buyers to continue through their push. So I was looking at the offense area and really looking for reason because of how the higher time frame is looking for reason to start my striking. It did help that all the others also looked very ripe for a weakening Japanese yen. It did help to see the Nikkei going higher because that was in reaction to a weaker Japanese yen. So there's a lot of other things that went into consideration, and I decided to also strike on pound yen as well. So let's take a look at the lower time frame. I just want to take a look here on the 4 hours because what we can see that we had here after this really strong push and rejection, 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 we had a push and a second push, but we didn't go much lower. And as you can see, we kind of stopped around here. We didn't even test this previous high. So when we came back up, we went up and cleared this previous swing low, and I like that, but we didn't really pull back. All that we did was put in an indecision candle. It looked really nice and really strong for a potential move higher, and I was very happy to add another match into the scorecard. So this one, again, it's the same story. It's the same area that I'm looking at on the difference. I can either put it here underneath this 4 hours drive bar, and I could actually go underneath here. So it's the two areas because right now it's having that pullback. It's a matter of what it does around this area. There's another area here that I could look at, that a rejection candle, because really that was the first pullback that we had here on the 1 hour, but it's not really a pullback in the context of the higher time frame. So if we go back into the 4 hours, we can see that there's no really a higher low. We're still a little bit overextended. So this thing can still pull back a little bit and then pick up and go higher. So either way, from the difference line, either look in a bit of a points win or sits here at a draw. All depends on how each and everyone like to manage their fights. So to summarize, I am in the ring with Euro yen, CAD yen, and pound yen. Now, euro yen already locked in the points win. There are two places for the difference line that it could go, and it all depends on how aggressive or defensive you want to be in this fight. Either protect the risk and put it underneath that dry bars or under the consolidation area on the 1 hour, which would lock in points win. Happy knockouts, everyone. Bye for now.